Oh man, what have I actually just watched? This episode has got to be one of the most like shocking overall episodes I've seen in an anime, just based on the fact of it the ending specifically changes the whole tone of the show completely. For the most part, Mob Psycho has been a pretty cheerful, funny, happy anime with really funny characters and funny moments and stuff like that. It does have some serious bits here and there, but for the most part, it's quite jolly. Do you know what I mean? And especially like Mob as a character, he hasn't had like crazy. The most serious moment with Mob so far was when he was first fighting Teru, and he had that whole moment where he wasn't fighting back and he got like choked out essentially. But with this episode, the majority of it is really nice, and it's actually the episode focuses mainly on the change that Mob has made in terms of him making friends that support him, including Regan, who even supports him, like the change he's made more positive, being a better boss to Mob, being a better friend, supporting him, letting him have the week off so he can train for this marathon. And throughout the whole series, Mob's been training towards like running and getting fitter and stuff like that, just to improve himself as a person, so he's not just like a psychic. Um, and he does the marathon and he does really well, even though he doesn't quite quite do as well as he'd hoped. He really pushes himself and his friends help him and all that stuff. It's a really wholesome episode. And then shows up, the guy from Claw, the son of the CEO of Claw, the head of Claw, and he literally shows up at the door. Ritsu answers, and then it cuts to Mob walking home from the hospital after the marathon, and he just sees fucking smoke coming from his house, and he goes in, and he's like he literally walks through the flames, and he's rationalizing with himself like, oh, mum and dad will hit here, they'll be fine, they can hold the house down. Ritsu is here too, that he can protect them. And he opens the door and he finds the fucking burning corpses of his family, and my heart just dropped, bro. Like I so there's not that a lot of moments. Well, there's not many moments in anime that make me like genuinely fucking speechless, but I didn't know what to say, man. I was like, what the fuck? Because it sets it up so perfectly. Like his life is going so well. He's got friends, all of that, and then it just ends with the most crazy, heartbreaking moment you could possibly even imagine. Like you're finding your whole family dead, burned alive, and attacked by like an arsonist murderer, essentially, is what show is at this point. Bro, I don't know what to say. And now he's like, you see his emotions. They went past 100%, way past it to question mark percent, and this demon's come out, and I don't know what's gonna happen from there. But God, this episode was fucking unbelievable and shocking, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. But I'm genuinely speechless, man. Like, wow, what a what an emotional roller coaster. I did not expect that at all. Wow. Why would Show do that, bro? Like, is his whole purpose to like draw Mob out? That might be what it is. He's just trying to get. He might have heard of Mob, or he knows about Mob obviously because he saw him, and he wants to bring him into Claw, and he wants to like capture him. So maybe the only way to do that was to get this sort of reaction out of him. Maybe he knows about the vessel inside of Mob, and this is the way to get it out of him with his emotions. Because at the beginning of the episode, there was also like a brief scene before the intro about Mob and his family, like when they were little, and Mob starts crying, and like a bunch of food, they're having a picnic, and a bunch of food starts flying around. And obviously, we know emotion sort of activates psychic powers. So maybe that's what it is. Show's trying to get this insane reaction out of Mob to take his powers or take him or something like that. But God, when Mob finds him, I think it's going to be fucking carnage. Like Mob's gonna have never had bloodlust like this towards anyone. I can't imagine. So how could he? Like this is the most horrible thing you can possibly do to someone. So yeah, goddamn, this episode was fucking crazy, man. Crazy.